Hi guys, Neil Waterhouse. Last week I was talking to a guy called Mark who's building a dropship business, and his Apple MacBook died. Now the problem with this, of course, is it can take days and or weeks to get it repaired, and unfortunately this is Mark's only computer. So what's the fastest and cheapest solution to get back up and running? You can of course go and purchase a replacement laptop from a local bricks and mortar store, but this can cost you thousands, especially if it's an Apple like this example. Or you can purchase a used one from eBay using your smartphone, but this can take days to arrive, unless of course you can find one locally. But even then it can often take days for sellers to get back to you. So the chance of picking up that day is slim at best. Or you can search Gumtree, again using your smartphone. But today I believe the quickest and cheapest way to pick up a laptop locally is with Facebook marketplaces. You can literally be up and running in 1 hour from now for less than $200. Now of course, in saying $200, he's got a MacBook Pro. You don't need a fancy computer. Like a lot of people think, to build dropship business, you got to have some kind of fancy computer. No, you certainly don't. You can just use a basic one, and then when you get that, you get the MacBook repaired, then you can just obviously resell the original one. And the thing with Facebook marketplaces is so many people are addicted to Facebook, and they're continually monitoring Facebook messages. And every time they get a new Facebook message, their smartphone ding alerts them. So let me show you how quick it is to find a laptop on Facebook marketplaces. Step one is to go to facebook.com and then click marketplaces. Next, enter where you're located. For this example, I put Sydney, but it's amazing, even if you live rurally like I do, how much stuff is listed locally. Next, search for whatever you're after. So for this example, I put laptop. Now you can also, on the left hand side, set up search parameters like distance, maximum price, minimum price, just like you can with other platforms like eBay, Amazon, Gumtree, etc. Now don't forget, all the prices you see are asking prices. And like everything in life, everything is negotiable, everything. And you can do all your negotiation before leaving the house. And the big advantage with Facebook marketplaces is there's a lot of local traffic. If you list an item now, you can literally have somebody local asking about it through Facebook messages in the next few minutes. In the reverse, when you're selling something on Facebook marketplaces, like let's say Mark decides to sell the second-hand notebook after he's finished with it, normally on average though, you'll get more money by selling it on eBay, simply because the market is so much bigger, as anybody, literally the whole world can see a listing. But with Facebook marketplaces, the market is smaller, as the majority of buyers are local buyers who are willing to jump in a car and drive. So there you have it. Facebook messages, it's not new. In fact, it's been around since 2016, and it's rapidly replacing all the local community Facebook buy, swap, sell groups that are in many areas. In fact, in Sydney there's multiple of them. And also, we're on the subject of Facebook marketplaces. If you're new to buying and selling online, you can make some good money buying on Facebook marketplaces and then reselling on eBay, due to the fact that when sellers are selling on Facebook, or Facebook marketplaces, they're only reaching a small local audience. Whereas when you list the same item on eBay, potential buyers are all over the world. And they can see a listing as eBay is in 37 different countries. Now, before somebody sends me an email asking if I recommend this strategy of buying used items on Facebook marketplaces and then selling them on other places like eBay as a full-time business, personally, it's not my cup of tea, as it's far more difficult to automate it. It's also far more labor intensive, as you have to put so much work into each item, and then you can only sell it once. Obviously each item you've got to go and buy it, wherever, then you've got to come back, photograph it, list it, and that'll take a time. Whereas selling new items, you can keep selling the same item over and over again, and you can do it on multiple marketplaces like Amazon, eBay, and even your own website. But of course, everybody's different. Some people enjoy buying and selling used items, but personally I prefer online businesses which can be fully automated, like dropshipping and importing, where you can sell the same items over and over again. Also, I find it a real pain to sell items from home. We did this when we got started over 20 years ago, but with a young family as we had back then, it was a real pain. If you've ever sold items from home before, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. People tell you that they'll be there at say 11 AM on a Saturday morning, and then they either don't turn up or they turn up hours later. And when they finally turn up, they very often then want to renegotiate the price. You know, a couple of these on the same day, and the next thing you know, your whole day's shot. But like I said, you know, everyone's different. If you like buying and selling used items, awesome. So that's it for this week. Please scroll down, leave me a comment below. Until next week, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.